Hey guys, the Ultimate Gamer 2 here, and I swear I've been watching way too much YouTube on r/EntitledParents. So here I am deciding to make a Reddit Entitled Parents video for myself. Here we go. This one's called Girl I Babysit Has Weak Immune System. Entitled Parent tries to get her unvaxxed kid to take her mask/hug/sneeze on her extra large. Yeah, and I've actually looked how long it is. It's pretty long, but should be able to get through it pretty nicely. So I'm gonna give a bit of background and story and stuff here, but TLDR is girl who gets easily sick, gets approached by entitled parent, an unvaxxed kid who encourages him to remove her safety stuff and purposely get her sick to increase her immune system. So, backstory. I babysit this girl who we'll call Entitled Mother. Or M, sorry. I'm so used to saying like EM is Entitled Mother. So, M. M is by far the sweetest girl in existence. And even though I call it babysitting, I have stopped charging her for her mother and just come over and hang out with her for the most part. Mom still calls it babysitting because M is 8 and I am 23. I used to work with her mom at a coffee shop, and that's when I learned about M's story. M was born with some sort of compromised immune system. I don't know the full details, what it's called, but I know that she has grown up most of her life in her house. She can't go to a normal school. She does have a private teacher person though, and can't really play with her kids' own age. Her mom is a single mom, and one day for work she had to bring her daughter in because her normal babysitter canceled last minute. I was actually finishing a shift, so I offered to bring her to my place, it was close by, and keep her safe from germs and stuff. Since we've hit it off in a universal tool of love, and connecting with kids, Pokemon and I have gone over the place to hang out with her ever since. I do get full-on disinfection bath when I hang with her. She's gotten a bit better as before I had to wear almost a sanitary suit, but now just a good hand washing and some special spray stuff. Admittedly a bit overboard, but M's mom is super protective and loving. Because to my knowledge, she's the only family she has left. Okay, sort of the main stuff now. They live in an apartment with no patio or condo part. I don't know how common these are in other places, but there are a lot of apartment/condo buildings use their roofs as sort of public background. I was hanging out with M one evening playing Pokemon when I noticed she was looking outside a lot. She'd never experienced snow before, and her favorite Pokemon is Glaceon, general ice types. I started scheming and came up with a solution for her to enjoy the snow. I presented an idea to her mom and going to an untouched spot of snow. We live near a few dog parks that also serve as nature prevention spots. I knew of a spot that dogs don't go down because there are a lot of untouched snow. It's not too remote and near some houses, but it's got a bunch of trees surrounding it. I pulled out my full anti-germ snowsuit idea using duct tape to seal gaps and using my snowboard goggles to protect her face and keep her mask more tightly on. She loved the idea and agreed as long as we went during the day when there were less people around while they were at work/school. We told M the idea and the sweet girl started crying with so much joy. The day came that we were going to, so she could not keep her excitement. We disinfected everything. I got my anti-germ belt, spare masks, sanitizers, other germ stuff, etc. and put it all on her. Everything was a bit too big on her and she had awkward time walking, but she was still having lots of fun. I put us under the germ field. It's an umbrella with plastic all the way down and goes all around the ground. Again, her mother's a bit over top, but I understand. And we made it to the untouched spot. We made a blast-making snowman, more like snow Pokemon, as she really wanted to try and make a Glaceon out of snow, making snow angels and so on. Everything was great until I heard a sudden "excuse me" and see entitled parent and her boy coming towards us. Mama Ursang came out and M stood behind me. "Hello, is there something I can help you with?" Entitled parent. I was hoping my son could come play with your daughter. He's sick and had to stay home from school today and saw YouTube playing. That's okay, right? Nope, big nope. Keep that German child away from my girl. Also, didn't want to bother connecting her on the daughter thing, as well as you didn't meet us, which would seem like a mother and daughter. Me, sorry, we're just having us a play date. Also, if your son is sick, shouldn't he be resting? Her son is, by the way, legit looked like he was dying. Sluggish, coughing and sneezing, as well as white as the snow. Entitled parent, my son will be fine. He needs to work off the illness. She almost pushes her son towards M and we back up. B. M can't get sick very easily, and I just want to protect her. M gives me the look that I don't want to get sick and die. Let's leave the look. If you want to play, we will be on our way then. Entitled parent, why does she get sick easily? Is she vaccinated? Me, yes, she is. Entitled parent, that's where the vaccines probably ruined your system. Shame on you for putting your daughter through what she's going to get autism. My boy's healthy and vaccine free. Nope. Me. And the note, we're leaving now. Entitled parent, you should be letting her get sick. That's how they become strong. Entitled parent's son, I want your mask. It's Pikachu, right? I want it. Entitled parent, how much for the mask? Me, it's not for sale. You can get plenty online and probably a much cheaper one than this. I know it's like super dense high quality mask or something. I don't know. Entitled parent, just give us the mask. Insert white boy name here. Go get the mask. So, just give us the mask, Eric. Go get the mask. Wait, why am I using my name? Just give us the mask, Ryan. Go get the mask. The boy runs over to M, literally reaching for the mask. I step in front and gently push him away from this boy. Was so sick he sneezed and got snot all over me. I immediately start disinfecting and the mom just scoffs. Entitled parent, look how ridiculous you are. You let my son make your daughter sick. We're trying to walk away, but as I mentioned, M's suit limits her mobility, and because I got sneezed on, I can't pick her up now without risking her getting sick. Entitled parent catches up, grabs M, and son goes and closes. I immediately don't quite remember the next part as I just saw red. All I know was entitled parent was on the ground, her son crying, and I have M in my arms. I'm sorry, Canadian, but you can't just, sorry, but you can't just, how dare you, I'm calling the police, you probably abused your daughter, etc, etc, etc. Now, M, being the smartest girl in the whole gosh darn cute-iverse, replies, I'll tell the police you attempted to kidnap me and stab Gordon. I looked and now realized she had pulled out what would be one of those mini switchblades you put on your keychain. Who just gets a child switchblade? But I kind of do respect M's mom for doing this, for like self-protection and shit, but entitled parent just got out and grabbed her son and left. I brought M home and we had a big disinfect party. I told the mom what had happened and apologized to the point I lost my voice. But thank Garcias that M did not get sick. And despite what happened, she still says it was the best day of her life. I did ask M what happened when I started seeing red. She said didn't quite remember herself, but other than I stormed forward and grabbed him, entitled parent tried lunging towards me and I punched her. The boy got scared and started crying. She started yelling and pulled out the blade thing and I kicked her away. I seriously doubt this happened, but she said I was a superhero and whatever. I did clearly stop the situation and potentially saved entitled parent's life. M's life. Post story. I went through my coat jacket a few days later and found a wallet in my coat. It wasn't like an adult wallet, it was clearly a kid's wallet. I didn't recognize it as one of M's, and I looked outside and saw if lost, returned to entitled parent's home address. But I didn't realize it was entitled parent's son, so I went to the house to return it, and entitled parent opens up the door. Moment of silence, but I handed over the wallet and she started bursting into tears. I tried calming her down, saying get a bit more information. Also, apparently, I got the wallet when the kid dropped it and went to pick it up, and she shoved me away, so I must have just autopilot put in my jacket. Apparently, her son was more sick than she realized and was in the hospital in critical condition. She became terrified of the idea that she got M sick and also potentially sentenced someone to death. but was relieved to hear that she was okay. She wasn't sure what happened with her son, and so me, being the goddamn sucker that I am, decided to help her Google more information about it. It was some sort of hallucination. And behold, it is preventable with vaccines. She also explained that she isn't thinking straight because she's pregnant and having hormone issues. I talked with her for a while and strongly encouraged her getting vaccines for both her and her child. I gave her my number if she wanted to talk more about it. She did call me and let me know that the son is making a recovery. Wow, great story that took me 10 minutes to read. That was actually, it was indeed extra large. So, yeah, let's do one more. I kind of want to get 20 minutes. I want to get it. So, girl is with child breaks my leg and blames me. Okay. The kid is just going up to be a junkie like your mother. My child deserves the win now. Entitled parent tries to make me religious. Yes. Okay. This one's a small, so should be fine. How a parent makes me religious. TLDR, girlfriend's grandfather tries to make me become a Catholic to date. Girlfriend, mobile, sorry for formatting. Entitled parents, girlfriend's grandfather. S, girlfriend, me. Shortly after graduating high school and getting out of a bad relationship, girlfriend made the first move and we started dating. Fast forward a few weeks when I was meeting entitled parent for the first time at their house. Girlfriend had already told me that entitled parent was deeply religious, which wasn't a problem for me because I try to keep religion out of relationships. I've always considered myself a Christian agnostic. As I introduced myself, things began more fine. We had nice dinner and were getting along until entitled parent suggested we go to church together following Sunday. Now, I normally wouldn't mind and would be okay with going, but I'd already made plans, so I politely declined. Big mistake. Entitled parent immediately starts questioning me and saying that I'm lying and I hate God and Jesus. Now, I always try to be honest, so I tell entitled parent that I'm agnostic, but that's not the reason, and that I actually do have plans, and girlfriend backs me up. She knew about the plans already. This is clearly wrong thing to say because within a few minutes, entitled parent was telling me to leave and that something was forbidden for me saying girlfriend again. When asked why, he replied it with something along the lines, I didn't spend all this time making sure girlfriend had a good Christian soul for you to ruin it. Being respectful and a guest, I don't reply or argue and let. As I was walking home, girlfriend texted me and says, entitled parent said if you convert, he'll give his blessing. Not gonna happen. So for the next year and a half, girlfriend and I continued to date in secret until girlfriend moved out, which for some reason made entitled parent not have a problem with me anymore. We actually did go to church together sometime after, and then the whole church clapped girlfriend. I know it's not a great story, but it's mine. No, all of this took 3.5 years ago, so the quotes aren't 100% accurate. Yeah, that's actually a pretty nice story. That took 3 minutes, but let's get another one. So, EP, entitled parents get mad that there's nothing vegan to eat at the barbecue. Oh, yes, yeah, we have to read this. This is a small, no, it's a large. Oh my god, people are so stupid. Okay, backstory. I worked at a barbecue restaurant from when I was 12 to 20. My parents owned it, and I did everything from dishes, busing orders, food prep, alcohol, etc. I've done it all. Where I lived, the summer was the craziest. During every other season, it was dead. The summer saw all the craziest and stressed tourists. Met some people as well. Taking orders, I've seen, heard it all. I get if people have a bad day, they cannot be forgiven. However, this is an excuse to be an ass. EP, entitled Witch, I'm just gonna refer to them as entitled parent. Entitled Witch's kid, I'm just gonna say, I should probably just refer to that. Me, D, okay. So entitled parent is the entitled witch. S is the kid. M is me, and D is my dad. Okay. I'm gonna try to remember all that. Scene 1. One blistering hot day, line was out the door. This was fast casual you ordered at a counter. Everyone was running around trying to do 100 tasks at once. I was working the cash register / taking orders. Entered entitled parent and son. Me, hi, how are you doing? Entitled parent kind of brushes me off. Wait, what? Fine. Kind of brushes me off. Fine. What can I get you started for today? EntitledParent. Can my son and I see the vegan menu, please? Side note, keep in mind the menu is right behind my head with every item clearly displayed. I'm sorry, ma'am, we don't actually have a vegan menu, but do you have any questions about other items? EntitledParent. Well, what can I get here that's vegan? Last side note, I'm actually vegan as well. I know working in a barbecue restaurant is vegan, but I've lost the taste after working there so long. So I can understand how it can be frustrating going places not being able to find things other to eat than some lettuce scraps. But at least I'm not going into places where I know I can't get anything in the first place. She also wasn't standing with a husband or anyone else. They looked like they were going to order may have brought them along with her. They were alone. Me. Really, the only thing that we have is the side salad, and we could do without crouton, i.e. everything is made with meat/dairy cooked. Oof. EntitledParent. Well, we don't want salad. We want something barbecue. Fucking god. Me. Kind of stumped. I'm so sorry, but that's the only vegan EntitledParent, throwing her hands up and raising her voice. Well, what are we supposed to eat? The EntitledParent. Absolutely ridiculous that you cannot eat those who are vegan/vegetarian, etc. I'm so sorry. It's just that we are a barbecue place that specializes in EntitledParent. Let me speak to the manager. At this point, the line is freakishly long behind her. People are starting to stare and give her that what the fuck look. I go to grab my dad, who's unloading stuff from the suppliers, and told him what was going on. So he's already annoyed with the situation, knowing there's nothing he can do to help. Dad, hi, I heard there was an EntitledParent. We are paying customers, and it's ridiculous that you have nothing available for my son to eat. You are cutting a whole group of people out as paying customers, blah, 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 blah. Now, my dad is really accommodating, nice with customers, but press him and he will not be kind. Dad, ma'am, I'm sorry you feel this way. However, you walked into a barbecue restaurant. We serve barbecue. We're not a vegan place, and don't claim to be. If you want vegan food, there's a great place down the street I can point the way to. The sign outside says barbecue, ribs, brisket, etc. That's what we sell. And walking to someplace demanding service product we don't advertise is on you. Now, we can make you up a big side salad and enjoy our patio. But if you're going to yell at deadbeat whiner and disturb the peace of our customers, then I'd suggest the restaurant down the street. EntitledParent screeching. How dare you talk to me like that? Who do you think you are? We are never coming here again, and you'll hear about it on Yelp. Oh my god. I'd like to speak with the owner and hear all about this. Dad, I am the owner. At this point, the EntitledParent kind of swims in salt and storms out the door. My dad then called the owner of the vegan place down the street, his friend, and let him know who may be coming his way. I got back to working, and every customer who came up afterwards was behind her, just shit-talked her with me. Never saw a Yelp review. She gives vegans a bad reputation. Then everyone clapped. Just kidding. Okay, so that was actually hilarious. And you know what? Saying that if you say that we are never coming here again, it's probably for the better for like the restaurant, because they don't want to see you again. And yeah, it's probably better. It's for the better that she's not coming again. So, and let's do one more. Let's look for a small. Entitled mom thinks my gun is a. Look, this is already fucking a lie. Yeah, this one's not real. This one's not real. Entitled mom tries to get me labeled as a violent psychopath. This is a large spam. Okay. Mom doesn't want her child around autistic people. Yeah, I can believe this. Okay. Mom doesn't want her child around autistic people. I'm a mild functioning autistic person, and remember once when I was about 14, I was at a birthday party for my friend who was also autistic, and with all of us, his other friends from the special needs break and lunch club. We were all functioning mild autism. I'm the normal one socially, but none of us were disruptive or weird. we're playing Laser Quest. I think Americans call it laser tag, but you get the point. My friend's birthday party is blue, and there's another kid who our other team. We didn't even speak to the other team because 1, don't know them, 2, no need to, and 3, we had separate tables. The only time we were together was in the actual laser place when the game was going on, and you don't talk to your own team, then let alone the others. Everything is sound. We go to the canteen place and they have us in the building. Then he says here, I don't want my son surrounded by disabled people. Yep, the mom of her birthday was yelling at the probably 17-year-old staff. Firstly, none of us are disabled. Sure, we all get bit mentally challenged, but nothing there isn't a bit more quirky. Secondly, how dare you start yelling about not wanting your kid around someone disabled when aforementioned disabled people are within earshot? They'll fuck off. My mom heard her yelling and challenged her about what she was saying. My mom is literally basically an angry bear protecting her cubs. She was calling the mom prejudice and changed the word disabled to black, and then you'll know where he fucked up. The laser quest place gave us free cake and kicked all the other kids out because their mom didn't want to be around autistic people. And I think that's where I'm gonna end this. First off, that's fucking hilarious. But that one was kind of fucked up. But again, most entitled parents are pretty fucked. So notice how this one has a 98% upvote. Fuck, where's the upvotes? Oh well, I don't know. Well, I hope you guys had a good time enjoying the stories with me as I read them. If you want more of this, leave in the comments below, and as always, I will see you guys next time. See ya!